Alright, what is up everyone? We are back on the PXN-V9 wheel, and it's been a while since I've done this. I'm kind of trying to just do a review of the V9 after playing force feedback, since it's been a while since I used the wheel. I made it for a couple tutorial videos, or I pulled it out for a couple tutorial videos but I haven't really actually driven the wheel in a while, and it does feel weird going from the V10 back to the V9. I almost think I like the size of this wheel better. Definitely not better made, but you can feel like the V10 just feels like a toy wheel, but it's just the wheel it came with. I could always swap it, but if there's one thing I would change, it would definitely be the size of the wheel of my V10. Other than that though, I cannot complain about that wheel. Like, I've seen a lot of people have, not a lot really, not near as much as the V9, but a lot of people have had issues with their V10, but mine's been very good. Fingers crossed. But I don't know, people also have a lot of issues with the V9, but mine's been perfect, and as you see, I mean, it's working perfectly fine. I haven't played with it in maybe a month since I made the last video about it. Somewhere around that sounds about right. Oh, well, I guess that's why it's a truck, guys. This is the Saline something from the car pass. It had 700 horsepower. I just figured, hey, the V9 might be a good time to try this car out, so here we are, drifting a Saline truck currently. Overall, this wheel feels pretty good, even still. For it not being force feedback, like, just to be able to drive around, I remember at first it is very difficult to get used to, and even going from force feedback to this, it feels kind of weird, but it's definitely doable. And I'm in third person, which I'm quite horrible at driving in third person, but we're still making it work. Let's see a quick little burnout out of this. Oh, I guess it's not gonna happen. I don't know if it's all-wheel drive or not. Maybe I should have dug into my settings a little bit more before I tried something like that, but overall, the V9 is actually feeling a lot smoother than I remembered it last time driving. It feels really good, to be honest, even for a non-force feedback wheel, which, if you don't know what that is, you can comment down below and I can try and find the video I explained it in. But basically, it's the motor inside the back of the wheel, and this one does not have a motor, which is why it's so cheap. I'm sure that's why you're watching the video. Overall, it's a pretty damn good wheel for your money, and people have a lot to say about it. People have a lot of issues with it, but mine's worked very good on Forza. I've used it for Assetto Corsa and Car X. It works practically on every game I played. The shifter doesn't work on Assetto Corsa for me. Hold up. I need to restart the clip. Unfortunately, recording on Xbox is a pain, but we make it work over here. As you see, I pulled up the Le Mans Camaro, just 4th of July. It's just here, so might as well show some America, you know. Although I'm sure the real Le Mans did not have a anti-lag tune. Oh, and we crashed, so I guess that's a good time to... You know what? I'm feeling extra Where is my wheel spins? We're about to get a car from the wheel spin to drive. The Eclipse GSX. Oh, and 35,000. That will do absolutely nothing for me, but that's Forza for you. Let me get to the Mitsubishi. I'm sure I have a Eclipse build already, but maybe not. I guess I do not have one. I have one for the GTO, but not this one. Let's give it a quick stock run. Just like Fast and Furious, guys. Oh! Because I wasn't in first person. Now that we've got to try it out. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about. I didn't even mean to rewind, but we're rewinding anyways. I don't know how to feel about the PXN-V9 in first person, to be honest. I think I actually prefer it in third just because it's a more arcadey game feel, but it's honestly not a bad one. It's definitely not realistic by any means. If you're looking for a realistic wheel, stay as far away from the V9 as possible. But if you're just looking to have fun, like, I still agree with what I said in the original video. Like, obviously if you get a more expensive wheel, it's going to be better quality, it's going to be more realistic, but for people who are on a budget and just want to try out sim driving, I still feel like the V9 is probably your best bet. Especially like when I first got into sim driving, I didn't have very much change to spare, and to be honest, I still don't. Like, I still am pretty much on a budget wheel compared to most of them. I mean, the entire set for the V10, which is the one I currently use, is cheaper than the price of just the base of some of those really nice ones. It's ridiculous how expensive they get, but it is for a reason, like most things. But if you really just want to mess around, drive around with your friends, you might not be the most accurate, or it might have some mess ups. You have to check to see if it's available on your game. Hold up, I need to restart my clip again, unfortunately, because I'm recording on Xbox, like I said earlier. But as I was saying, you have to check to see if it's compatible. I don't believe it works for the PS5, but it does work for the Xbox Series X, which is what I'm currently using. And I mean, you could complain about the quality of it, you could complain about a lot of stuff, but if you're getting a wheel for this cheap, I feel like that should just be second nature. I know some people don't necessarily think that way and they want to compare it against the best wheels, which, if you're really into it and you want a realistic experience, like I said, don't get this wheel. But if you just want to mess around in like Forza, or I'm pretty sure this is compatible with Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation players, I feel like this is a good wheel. Like, I mean, I have a force feedback wheel and I'm almost enjoying this more so than that. It's just the realistic factor is not there, but just driving a car is it's something about it. Like, it's just relaxing. This one's easy, as you see. I could just whip it around with one hand. Like, there's no way in real life this is possible, but it's a video game, which is what makes it fun. It shouldn't always have to be about realistic. The force feedback feature is a nice one. I definitely prefer the PXN-V10 over this one just because of the force feedback. I like the more realistic feel. It feels like if I'm genuinely racing in the game, it's better. But other than that, I mean, if you just want to mess around, this is your wheel, I think. And I don't think I have much more to talk about. Like, I definitely rate the PXN-V9 as a wheel that you should get. It's been reliable for me. Some people have said that theirs has broken down pretty early, but I mean, mine's been a trooper. So that's all I can really go based off of. If you want to check it out, I'll have it pinned in the comments with my Amazon shop front. And you can see the Amazon, I believe it's $170 now. The V10 is $270, I think. So they're both relatively cheap, if you know what I mean. Obviously, this is not the most affordable thing just in general, because who just drops money on a virtual car? But I mean, if you enjoy it, don't let people tell you what to do with your money. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. That's at least what I tell myself. That's how I sleep at night. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.